Hey guys, well, it's time to get another fourth weapon, so let's do it. Alright, so in the last part we got Zhang Jiao's fourth weapon. This time around, we're gonna get Dong Zhuo's fourth weapon. In order to do that, you have to go to the Battle of Hulao Gate, play under Dong Zhuo's forces, and play as Dong Zhuo. There we go, let's do it. Alright, so the level itself, we have players on the Allied forces, and the only really difficult part, which is kind of common, is Liu Bei. But here, we're playing under Dong Zhuo's forces. It's not as difficult, but if you add in Dong Zhuo's fourth weapon, the conditions, it's going to be a little more tricky. Well, it's going to be tricky, so to speak. Anyway, just like, it's similar in the last part, the intro is slightly different since we're under Dong Zhuo's forces. So, yeah, here you go.
After the Allied forces emerged victorious from a brutal battle against the Yellow Turbans, momentarily quieting the troubled lands, the land was still in a state of confusion. One man who rose above the chaos and brought peace to the land was the noble Dong Zhuo. Thanks to a heroic effort by Dong Zhuo, he gains entrance to the castle and saves the young emperor, receiving control of the government and military. In addition, Dong Zhuo enlists the talents of the brave general Liu Bei, and with him and the imperial army behind him, takes upon the burden of rule himself. Jealous of Dong Zhuo's new position, military leaders across the land answer Cao Cao's call to strike against Dong and begin to raise a rebel army. Then, in the year 191, the two armies meet in the fields east of Luoyang, with the impregnable Fan Shui and Hulao gates as a backdrop. This bitter battle for righteousness is about to begin.
Alright, just like in the last part as well, since we're playing under Dong Zhuo's forces, the conditions, they're the same, but they're flopped. So now, we defeat Yuan Shao and we win, and if I die we lose, plain and simple. The equipment, the weapon, we have a Star Sword with additional defense of 6, so that's what you have for now. Item wise, the same 5, I don't have to say anymore. We're gonna keep our bodyguards this time because I do not want to make that same mistake twice. Also, in the unit info, there's a little bit of difference here. Other than locations. You can see that Xu Rong is in a completely different location. Yeah, and you notice that Jue and Guo Si are both here already instead of whatever minute. Usually it's the 15-minute mark, but it could be different if you don't do certain things. Also, Diao Chan is now a general instead of an officer under Dong Zhuo, and Zhang Ji is also a general and not Fan Shui. And Zhang Ji used to be a well, if you play Zhang Liao's Musu mode, Zhang Ji will be Liu Bei's officer. Well, yeah, so anyway, I was making sure I said that right. Let's do it.
Take out their front lines! Don't hold back! Liu Bei is coming!
Okay, so, the fourth weapon conditions. There's a lot to do, basically. It doesn't sound like it's a lot, but there is a lot, and what we have to do is doing absolutely nothing. So, what you have to do to trigger the dialogue saying the special item has, the location of the special item is reported, so to speak. What you have to do is, you have to defeat Diao Chan. You might be thinking, okay, she's on our side. How is that possible? Well, if you allow Guo Si, Li Jue, Xu Rong, Zhang Ji, and Hua Xiong, if you allow all of them to get killed, and you keep Diao Chan and Liu Bei alive, Diao Chan will defect. And then that's when you defeat Diao Chan. And I'll say this to you right now, it's a pain to get, to watch them all die like that. not only for the fact that you're going to be outnumbered, but more importantly, it just takes a long time for it to happen. So, right now, we're just going to have to wait here. If Diao Chan starts moving,
They're strong.
once Dong Zhuo says to Diao Chan to go to the front, then we're going to start moving. Yeah.
They look strong. Take heart.
The trick is, don't let Diao Chan die, basically. So, I mean, I was trying to figure out how to do it. I finally did it. I mean, I said before in an older video that I've never gotten the weapon before. Now I have. I mean, I haven't unlocked it officially. I haven't saved it. But I know how to do it. There are a couple of tricks along the way. But, somebody told me, you know who you are, and I really appreciate the advice. And I had a feeling that was going to happen, but at the end of the day, I'd rather get a second opinion. And the trick is, you have to babysit the living shit out of Diao Chan. So wherever she goes, you go. And it sounds like a pain, but I'll say this to you right now. If you're away from her,
Don't get too hasty. We must wait for reinforcements.
if you wander off in a different direction, she will get killed. It's just that it'll take a little bit longer for her to get killed.
This doesn't look good.
So yeah, for now, we're just going to have to wait. Also, I'm just going down the list here. Guo Si and Liu Bei will be the first two usually getting killed. If not, then that's a shocker. The ones that take the longest are the other three, depending on what they are. I mean, Zhang Ji won't be as difficult. I mean, it just takes too much time. However, Hua Xiong, depending on who goes after him, if for some reason Liu Bei will totally isolate himself due to the game mechanics, so to speak, or the AI function, Liu Bei will totally isolate himself and defeat Hua Xiong on his own. Xu Rong, it will take a while just because his location, and he'll usually retreat. So that's some of the tricks right there. If Diao Chan enters the east gate where Wang Fang is, and Gongsun Zan and Liu Bei are up there, you're screwed, because if you're gonna have to defeat those two, and Xu Rong won't be able to get killed that way, but he won't die anyway. I'm not saying he won't die, but it'll just take so much longer because you're gonna have to find somebody else to go after him. Well, that's one down. I had a failed recording of this, and this is exactly what's happening right now, which I never seen before, is that Sun Jian enters the Fan Shui Gate. Usually it's Liu Bei that defeats Hua Xiong. I haven't seen Sun Jian defeat Hua Xiong yet. And it's taken a long time for Dong Zhuo to tell Diao Chan to go to the front, which I guess that's a good thing. I guess. I'm not saying yes. I'm not saying no.
The reinforcements.
Like I said, the sooner those guys get killed, the better. I mean, you just gotta be really, really, really lucky. I know I said really one too many times, but yeah, you're just gonna have to be lucky on certain situations. I mean, Xu Rong will get killed now, fortunately. Li Jue's down, so that's one down, 4 to go.
Diao Chan, go to the front. If you are there, the enemy will be less willing to fight.
Alright, now we're on the move. Yeah, Guo Si's on his way down as well. Oh, that's it. You see that little red blip? Oh, that's... Yeah, that's Liu Bei right there. I tell you, sometimes that will happen. If that does, take it and go with it.
Don't get too hasty. We must wait for reinforcements.
So yeah, I mean, obviously you saw the blip on the actual pause screen, but if you see that blip right by Hua Xiong, it's very likely it's Liu Bei. What I mean by that, I am 99% sure that will be Liu Bei. If not, that's a shocker. That's a real shocker. Yeah, so are we ahead?
Let's go.
Yeah, we are.
We will crush them.
I just want to make sure if we were ahead of Diao Chan or behind, and we are ahead. Now we're not. We're right next to her. Now Fan Shui Gate has fallen. I've never seen that happen before. I mean, I technically have due to a failed recording, but... Well, due to a failed recording, but... I mean, in general, I usually don't see that. And I think Lu Bu is... No, he's... Okay, he's right by the gate, which is good. That means Xu Rong will get... Yeah. It'll be a little bit easier for Xu Rong to get killed then. Hopefully. Well, that's Gao Shun. Okay. Gao Shun's over there. Diao Chan's right here. And now she's starting to move again. Like I said, you don't want her going off on her own fighting. I mean, she'll last longer amongst the other ones, but, well, he just completely died. Sometimes that'll happen, like they'll just die randomly. Now we could technically go for Liu Bei if we want, and Gongsun Zan. And you know what? We might just do that, because I'm pretty sure you're getting bored by me doing absolutely nothing right now. So...
Brother of Liu Bei, I will prevail.
Alright, so I was gonna say before, when I read the conditions to get the fourth weapon, it says don't defeat any officers, don't defeat any generals. That you could actually do, and you can still get the fourth weapon. That's not a requirement. That's just a recommendation. And usually I don't take recommendations into consideration unless Yeah, unless it actually helps me, then yeah, but this doesn't help.
Defeated an officer.
And I'd rather have less people to worry about. Alright, we defeated Guan Yu, and now Zhang Fei.
Defeated an officer. My brothers, forgive me.
I mean, we're not that really making a dent when it comes to Liu Bei. I mean, his morale is still 8. And Hua Xiong's morale is at 2, so it's not that much, it's not that much of a problem.
So, they've joined.
Now we'll go for Gongsun Zan.
We can't go any farther.
Yeah, since we're up ahead, we won't know where she's at.
We must fight well.
So if you're starting to go out on your own, make sure you know where Diao Chan is. If not, then you're screwed.
Is this it?
And Gongsun Zan's almost down. There we go.
Look! I have defeated an officer.
They've combined against us.
Okay, where are those archers coming from? Yeah, nice try. Then, if Hua Xiong gets killed next, then we're gonna go and defeat Sun Jian as quickly as possible. I've never done this before. Let's just say if it does happen, then we gotta be careful. I mean, we'll defeat as many as we can over here first. Is he gonna die soon? It's like he's taking the longest out of all of them. And where's the out? Oh, yeah, I heard her, so that's fine. And I think it's nothing but Gongsun Zan troops up there, so there's nothing to worry about because, you know, once their unit's down, I mean, yes, they're motivated, but if their morale, well, if our morale is at 0, then random troops could, you know, they could kill off a random general. Alright, so now Hua Xiong's down. We could go and defeat the others. This might be a little bit easier for the long haul, because at one point or another, you'll probably be facing everybody. So now, hang on. Yeah, let's find Liu Bei and go for him first.
For the restoration of the Empire. Another army.
Alright, what's in here? Arrows. Something that I don't need. And it's one guy.
Anybody like to take me on?
Yeah, I'm not digging that double team. But I totally dig that battle axe that's over there.
Defeated an officer.
Well, he just obliterated one of my bodyguards.
My brother, I'm sorry to say, but I must break our oath. Don't fall behind. Oh, will this battlefield be my last? Oh.
Look! I have defeated an officer.
Alright, so one guy's down. We still have Cheng Pu and Han Dong to take care of. There's Cheng Pu and there's Han Dong as well. Alright, let's try to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. If we can.
Defeated an officer.
Alright, now food's down, which is a good thing. Because now we're getting closer for Zhang Ji getting killed, who is the last one that's left out of the 5 that we need to watch die. That sounds bad the way it said. Alright, now we're gonna go and defeat Sun Jian. I mean, this is not going as the way I thought it would be. And what I mean by that is, this is actually a good thing. I was not expecting this to happen. If this does happen to you, then you're lucky.
Do you honestly think you can defeat me? We must fight well.
Yeah, you know, I might be jinxing it right now, but you know, at the end of the day, I'm just going with it. Alright, Fan Chou is also down, so it's gonna happen really soon. Ow. And I'm gonna clash. Great. I'm not... Yeah. That didn't work out the way I hoped. Oh, he's down now, I think. No. Now he's down. Unless he shields. Nope. He's down.
Sons, the future is yours. Look! I have defeated an officer.
We will take him in one blow.
And Fan Chou's next.
Don't fall behind.
I'm sorry, not Fan Chou, Zhang Ji. Once he gets killed, then we'll defeat Diao Chan.
This doesn't look good.
Alright, now let's find Diao Chan, because it's gonna happen really soon. Real soon. Not really soon. What the hell am I saying? I'm just nervous right now. I've been nervous once we started Zhang Jiao's 4th weapon. I know it's getting close, and this is the infamous 4th weapon for me, on my end. On my part. Well, there she is right there. So now, once Zhang Ji gets killed, then it's over, then Diao Chan will defect. And what's even better, the 4th weapon is right by here. You know where Xu Rong's initial position is if you're playing on the Allied forces? Well, that's exactly where the 4th weapon is. And, yeah, that's a wonderful thing. Yep, it's just a matter of time now. I mean, what? Cao Cao's morale is at 8, and Zhang Ji's morale is at 2. So yeah, it's gonna happen really soon. I mean, once Diao Chan defects, if you don't allow any, well, if you don't kill any generals, and for somehow or some reason, Diao Chan and Liu Bei are still alive by the end of it, that's when it gets, you know, that's when the fun starts, because you have to defeat everybody, and that's the exciting part, because it's basically 1 versus 1,000. And, yeah, and it's not gonna be like that. I mean, it's gonna be like that a little bit, to an extent, but there's like a lot more troops now, so we'll be fine. We're just waiting. You know, no one's really moving by Liu Bei. Diao Chan's waiting right there. So it's just a matter of time. The question is how long. I'm not cutting any of the battle. To me, it just doesn't seem right. I'd rather do it all in one sitting. I mean, that's just my personal opinion or preference. Yeah. And I don't want to walk away because as soon as that happens, not Fan Chou. I'm thinking Fan Chou because that's who that usually is up there. It's not Zhang Ji, it's Fan Chou. Anyway,
I will die fighting.
like once I go over there, he'll get killed, and I have to keep on going back because, I mean, unless Liu Bei does not defect, he'll wind up killing Diao Chan. I mean, I've never seen it, but I could picture that happening. Just because his morale is at, I'm not mistaken, if it's 7, 8, and Diao Chan's morale is at 7. Okay, so it's not going to be that much of a landslide. Anyway. There you go. Now you're going to see some dialogue that you've never seen before. Unless you have already.
Dong Zhuo was prepared for this. This is as far as I'm supposed to go.
And then show defect. Just watch this. There you go.
I will show you the splendor of my dance.
And just make sure you're the one that defeats her. If not, you're screwed. I'm not trying to get killed. I'm watching my bodyguards trying to get, I'm trying to watch them die. Hopefully that will finish her. If not, then I might be in a little bit of trouble here.
Defeated an officer.
There we go.
Father, please forgive me.
And now that happened. Well, now that happened, there we go. And it is right here. So there you go. All we have to do now is complete the battle by defeating Yuan Shao. And like I said before, I said it numerous times. Once you grab that 4th weapon, you're going to have a lot of troops going after you. And that's when it'll get really, really fun. I mean, it gets boring for the first half, but once you grab that 4th weapon, it's going to be fun because you're going to have a lot of troops to kill, depending on how many are left. In my case, not much. Pretty much the minimal.
The rumors don't do you justice.
Defeated an officer.
I mean, that's a good trick. I mean, if you defeat... Well, if Xu Rong gets killed, defeat the other two.
It is unfortunate to kill one of such skill.
You know, Xu Rong gets killed, defeat Liu Bei and Gongsun Zan. If Hua Xiong gets killed, defeat Sun Jian and possibly Liu Bei if Liu Bei is over there. If you, well, depending on where Liu Bei's location is, that changes everything. Yeah, if Xu Rong gets killed, defeats Gongsun Zan. If Zhang Ji gets killed, defeats Cao Cao. If Hua Xiong gets killed, if Liu Bei's over there with him, defeat Liu Bei and defeat Sun Jian.
Don't fall behind.
Well, looks like I let my bodyguards kill Cao Cao. But yeah. I mean, do that and you'll be fine. That is, if that happens in a separate time frame, like one of them dies, and 10 minutes later another person dies.
I shall put an end to this.
Well, looks like he's about to retreat because we defeated Cao Cao. Well, we could still try to defeat him. We could. And we did.
Defeated an officer.
Cao Cao, forgive me.
The rumors don't do you justice.
Alright, we're gonna try to go to Yuan Shao without getting knocked off. Oh, looks like he's going... You know what? Let's go around and defeat him.
They must have thought they could get by me.
I mean, what morale is... how much morale Yuan Shao's at? 5? Yeah, 5, so we'll be fine. Lu Bu, you don't have to worry about Lu Bu at this point. I mean, like I said, his morale is still at 8. The troops are nothing in comparison, but, you know, not only that, it's not going to be that much fun defeating just random troops. Having a couple of generals in your path will be fun to take care of, but yeah, that's like I said before. I said numerous times, if you allow every general on the enemy side to be alive, then that's when the real fun begins. And if somehow, I don't know when, but Yuan Shu got killed. But I never saw that because I was, I was trying to focus on something else. Anyway, here's Yuan Shao.
This kingdom is mine. Kneel before me.
Unless I mess up royally, I'll be fine. Well, there's Wen Chou. We'll defeat... So much for that. I was gonna say we'll defeat Wen Chou, but... yeah. Apparently Yuan Shao decided to do a Musu attack on me. Yeah, I'll be fine. I'm not that concerned.
Defeated an officer.
Don't fall behind.
Yeah, as long as a random troop does not kill me, I'll be fine. Alright, I needed that. That will make Yuan Shao's defeat a little more, it'll make it a little more it'll be faster. I'll say that.
One family. Prosper.
And that's a win. Oh my god, we are finally done with that. Oh, jeez. That took a while. I see it's at the 33-minute mark. It might be around 24 minutes on the actual battle. Okay. Now that's done. Okay. Now I feel so much better. And there's the 4th weapon. The Grand Star has a lightning element. HP max to 70, defense of 45, and a reach of 25. So yeah, I mean, it's not the... I mean, it's a good defensive weapon to an extent, but yeah. Hoo-wee. Alright, so, yeah. Items, I'm not... That's actually a really high item for second battle. Okay, anyway. We're gonna skip all that. Skip the points. And we're gonna save. And there you have it. Finally. You've been watching my gaming adventures featuring Dynasty Warriors 3. And I will see you for the next part, which will be Diao Chan's 4th weapon. Peace.